Hello, once again. My name remains Julius Afolabi. Such a very great privilege to share quality and valued content with you again on this session. And on this session, I'd like to discuss with you a very crucial topic, which has to do with what evaluating your volatility in decision making. We make decisions every day. You made a decision even to watch this particular video, and you still have another decision to make to try to listen, pay attention, and implement all the action requirements that would enable your performance. Let me ask you a very quick question. Why do you want the best fit persons on your team? Why do you want the best guy on your team? Why? Because he has the capacity to influence the performance. It has the capacity to influence what? The performance. So it's better that you associate yourself, associate your time, associate your options to what? Leverage positions, so that you'll be able to make the right decisions. Making a very wrong decision brings very regretful outcomes. You see, and the power is not only in your choice, but in your options. You see, decision making spans through every aspect of life. And that's the reason why knowing how to make decisions and checking your volatility is very, very important. I do volatility analysis when I do my one-on-one session for people that have to change their careers and people that want to make certain critical investment negotiation and marital decisions. I give you two scenarios of marital decisions. Some years back, before I go further, my name remains Julius Afolabi, and thank you very much for investing time to watch this video, and also the subsequent ones you watch and the previous ones you have watched. I want to say a very big thank you to you. Now, many years ago, as a banker, there was this colleague of mine, a junior colleague, then was planning to get married, and as I had left the bank and I walked into the bank to do a transaction, and he saw me say, "Sir, I've been wanting to see you. I'm planning to get married, but there's something I need to discuss with you, as somebody who has been there and all that." And he said, "This is my challenge." And when he was telling me the challenge, he was shedding tears. I got concerned. And I was like, "You are not yet married and you're already shedding tears. So what do you look forward to in that particular marriage?" And what was it? He said, he told me a particular scenario that that's wild, that called for attention, and that made me to tell him to undergo that volatility analysis with me. He said that they were planning to get married, and the lady was probably in Lagos or something. He was here in Calabar, and she came visiting on the first time that she came to see where he was staying and all that. When she saw where he was staying, she was like, "We can't stay here, that we have to look for a better place." Though he was earning very well, he was doing very well as a young banker. And then the next thing was that they were planning their traditional marriage, and then she said she indicated a particular fabric that they needed to use for that for the traditionals, and the guy was like, "No." And I know him to be a very conservative guy. And then he said that this was too expensive. I think the fabric was going for 150 thereabout. And then he said he can't afford 150. Let's go for the one that is 100,000. And he said the 100,000 to her, and the lady had the effrontery that if he's not going to make it 150,000, he should take the money, and returned back the money, recredited his money back to him, sent back the 100,000 to him. I told him that, "Look here, how far have you gone with the wedding?" He said he had already paid. The wedding was 10 days. Just 10 days to the wedding. And that he had already even paid for the reception at Event Center in Lagos, which cost him a fortune then. I told him, "Do you want to hear my sincere counsel?" He said, "Yes, sir. In fact," I said, "now whatever it is that you tell me, I'll take it." I say, "Cancel that wedding." He said, "I paid so that, forget about how much you have spent. Think about what your losses will be in future, what you're paying." It's not about getting married. You think about getting married, but how you are not thinking about how to survive in that particular marriage. This kind of marriage is going to shut you down. You are not compatible with this person. That's the sincere truth. And then shut down the marriage. And I can tell you today, he's married to another wonderful woman, has children, and is doing fantastically well. So you've got to check your volatility when we are talking about what? Marriage. When you're taking crucial decisions like that. Now, on a second thought, again, on another instance, was this young man that I met some years back during my evangelism, and then he was an average person, not a so brilliant person. He was just a teacher. Then he was even a security person. I advised him to go and upgrade himself, and decided to upgrade himself. I think he took SSC, did NCA or so, and then he got a teaching job. And his salary is 18,000 naira. And just a few days ago, he met me and told me his decision to get married. And I decided to run the same volatility analysis for him. And I said, okay, he said in 2013, he had planned to get married since then. But the denomination where he belonged to did not give consent to marriage, because the person that he wanted to get married to was not from that particular denomination. And so they didn't give approval. And that stunted him, that relationship went that way. And all the people he has been approaching within his own within that denomination or within that ministry were not ready because of his present status. Do you understand? They are not seeing anything good about him, and they don't see him qualified. Of course. So when you are in such a ministry, you understand, men may not give you approval, but if God gives you an approval, I think you don't have to get stuck with what the ministry's pre-qualification for you to take or to move your life forward. At his age, he needed to take another step. Okay, I said, now did your ministry ever position you to be able to earn better, to qualify for the kind or the caliber of people around you? Since the time we met, did the ministry position you to upgrade your skills in order to be able to get a job? You moved from a security man now you are a teacher somewhere. It wasn't by the instrumentality of that ministry. I am not from your ministry. I just met you on the road. And see what has happened to you. Now, fast forward. The matter is, I asked, what does your wife do? Said she's a petty trader. Now, how much do you earn? 18,000 naira. How old are you? 42. Now you want to get married. What do you teach? Civic education in a primary school. Now, from what time to what time do you teach? From Monday to Friday. You close by 3 o'clock. Now you have the luxury of from 3 o'clock down. Now this is what you have to do. Don't be excited about getting married. Think about how you're going to survive in that marriage. With 18,000 naira and petty trade, life is not going to be so sweet. Already you have suffered enough. Now you've got to sit down to analyze your options and to maximize what you presently have in order to get to where you intend to be. You've got to think about this. It's not the excitement of getting married, but think about how you're going to survive in that particular marriage. Nobody's going to come to live with you. You are going to bear the largest brunt of that. I said, now, imagine. Now, all through the COVID-19, they said the salaries have not been regular. Now, how have you been coping? Now, think of now bringing another person on board. You're going to be two. You're going to be responsible for two people. Now, the petty trade that you are doing, even though you trade in food items, you understand, when the salary is not coming, you'll be feasting on the food items. Now, before you know it, you're going to have a child. And then when you have the child, you can afford to go hungry, but the child will not understand that. So you've got to, come to this reality and understand that this is responsibility and a commitment you are taking up. So you've got to take care of the financial part of it. That's the sincere truth. So don't be excited. Said, when is the marriage coming up? The marriage is coming up in about a month time. I say, you know what? You've got to adjust this. Now you are adjusting it so that you can make better decisions and position yourself so that you can thrive in that particular marriage. Let me tell you, you may be excited about getting married, you may be concerned about your age, but it's not going to be fun. It's going to be full of regrets if you take that step now. So what is wrong with delaying the gratification for now? This is what you're going to do. I want you to go ahead and maximize the time that you have. Do a time freedom analysis. That is what, from 3 down, you are free. Why don't you go learn a skill? I gave him 2 options. Go learn how to sew or learn how to barb. I said, how much do you barb? He said 200, right? Now, let's take, for instance, it will take you 3 to 6 months to learn how to barb. Since you know what you're looking forward to or what you're face to face with, you've got to be serious. You've got to be intentional. So from 3 o'clock when you close from school, you're going to go and look for somebody that knows how to barb and apply to be an apprentice. You're going to invest 4 hours daily to learn. In 6 months, you should be able to learn. Now, your 18,000 naira will have a focus. It has a focus. Apart from feeding, you know that you need to buy a clipper. I offer that I'm going to buy him a clipper if he gets to get the skill. If he wants to learn barbing, and or if it is sewing that he wants to learn, I'm going to take care of buying him one of the machines that he needs to start up. That's my own way of contributing to him. But he has to take responsibility to go learn that skill. So he has that option, 2 options now. So I did a mathematical analysis for him. I said, look at it now. If you barb for 200 naira, now think that from, if you master this skill and get it right, you'll be looking for an opportunity to go to get a small shop or something. Look at it now. Let's say you barb only 5 people in a day. That's how much? 1,000 naira. From Monday to Friday is how much? 5,000 naira. Now on Saturday, you are going to be there from morning till night. Let's say you barb 10 people, twice the amount that you barb within 4 hours. Now on Sunday, you have an opportunity to also go there to work for another 4 hours, from 4 to 8 o'clock. The same method, the same system. You understand? Now let's say you barb another 5. Now that's 1,000, 2,000, and 5,000. That's 8,000 naira in a week. Now in a month, you have 32,000 naira as possible income should you learn this skill. Now 32,000 naira is already above your 18,000 naira. You are not quitting your teaching job, but you are also going to improve what you do with your time, because time is a convertible resource. Do you get it now? And we looked at that. Say, okay, now imagine, is life not going to be better for you with 18,000 naira and what? 32,000 naira from your own side skill? All other parameters inclusive, let's look at the positive side of it. That's 50,000 naira. Isn't it a better option for you? Aren't you more comfortable to roll your marriage and whatever necessities you need to do, even though it may not be optimum or what you desire? You will grow. I said, now, if that becomes a possibility now that means that from your 18 and 32,000 naira income, let's say you take 40% of it and invest in the petty trade of your wife. What happens? Are you going to reduce or you're going to expand? I said, now all this can happen within 12 to 15 to 18 months, given your intentionality. So within 18 months, you can change the trajectory of your life. So crucial decision making requires for you to evaluate your volatility analysis. What is going to keep me where I am? You have been where you are in the last 7 years. Now I'm giving you an analysis of that has the potential of changing your game, improving your standard of living, your welfare, and opening up your horizon in 18 solid months. And this is free. Free. I gave him that analysis free of charge. This is what I'm paid to do. Now, I'm not looking at this decision making just for the sake of marriage. It is the same concepts that is compatible with other options. I've carried out this volatility assessment for retirees, for career people that want to take a career leap. I've done it severally, and I've seen the result turn out with exponential performance. So I'm back to my question. Why do you want the best fit guy? It's not just the best guy that you want. You want the right guy. The right guy that is competent and confident and capable is the best fit guy that you need on your team, so that he has the capacity to influence your performance, your growth, and the reality of your experience. I know I've been able to share quality content with you today. The information is not enough. You go ahead and expand on what you have heard. Listen again to this particular session. Sit down and check your own present status. Evaluate your options, evaluate your volatility. And if you would like me to help you in that, it costs you a little. But I'm telling you that the results are worth a fortune. That's the sincere truth. So I'd like you to digest further this video, share it with somebody, and then most importantly, take lessons and take action points. That's the proof of intentionality. And then from there, I can tell you that you can change your game, you can change your experience. Making decisions can be tough, but with the right analysis, you're safe. My name again remains Julius Afolabi. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.